Alright boys and girls, the time has finally come. I've had to buy a sensible daily driver because I've just become a dad. Well, kind of sensible. I mean, it is faster than an R35 GTR. It's bigger than a Range Rover, and I don't think anyone's ever modified one on YouTube before. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition. I got success in my future, man, how do I know it? This prophecy, no premonition. I'm not afraid of your partners, they talk a big game, but they really just softer than in it.
Welcome to a new episode. It's time to show the boys what I've bought. Come on in. Adam's already on the bike.
Do wheelies.
Do wheelies. Alright, so it's Monday morning, new car time. I've bought a new daily driver. I know I've sold out. The car is German. Any guesses?
M5?
Not an M car.
So it has to be an R6.
V8. C63.
Yeah.
An AMG. It's not an AMG. It's not a BMW, it's not an Audi, and it's not a Merc, but it is German. Stay right here. This is left field. They're never going to see this coming. All right, give me 1 minute.
It's a drive.
Well, if this is his new daily, I would hope
Hopefully
it drives.
Straight pipe Golf 4.
Doesn't sound very modern. Not for everyone.
Told you it was German. It's so luxurious, it even has suicide doors.
Yes, because that's what you'd want to do if you own this.
Fair point. Alright, so this is obviously not the car that I bought. You'll see that later in the episode. But I did buy this on Marketplace last week for €1,000. Some perks, right? You got door handles that are ratchet straps, so that's quite safe. But the thing is, you don't need them because you could always climb out if you were in an accident.
Or eject
Or
it.
eject out.
Climb out, Dave. Please, climb out of that window.
No, this is the window for climbing out. I can't fit through that. So this is obviously a very stupid Marketplace buy. This car was bought, I saw it and I was like, it's pretty cool. So it's a 1960s Beetle or whatever's left of it on top of a Mark 1 MX-5 1.8 chassis. Look.
So Josh didn't have enough misery with the MX-5s, and I didn't have enough misery with the MX-5s. Dave actually owns an MX-5.
This is by the,
Okay.
by
All the slagging you've done on an MX-5, technically.
by the laws of, I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to that in a second.
What's in the back there, Neil?
It's not in the back, it's this.
In a second. There's some problems. So this is like a rat rod MX-5 chassis gearbox. It's a full MX-5 underneath, just dropped onto.
I can see a few things here for just starting from the front. There's just box iron.
Like Ferrari use box iron. I don't know what the problem with that is.
That's where the similarities end.
You can open the bonnet. Give me a 17.
There's some quirks. And remember, €1,000, right? I just wanted it because it looked cool for the clubhouse. It didn't matter if it ran or drove. I just thought it looked very cool, like a piece of automotive art. My plan was to put a Christmas tree on the roof rack, have a little Christmas theme. Anyway, there's a couple,
The silence says everything.
couple of little quirks with the car. One, the springs are welded to the shocks.
Sorry, what? Oh my god. So there's about 3 coils left.
Maybe just open the front door here.
No. This is how you open it. So this is concerning. That moves
my
quite a bit.
Well, I can see the problem there.
What about this part?
The pedals are a little. They're
The
like
pedals wonky. How are they wonky?
Well, like old Italian cars, they're always moved to the side. These are a little bit moved more than normal. You have to ratchet strap yourself or cable tie yourself into the car if you're driving it, so we haven't got to that part yet. The battery, to me, I mean, this looks reasonably safe, I think.
What part of reasonably?
The wire is structural that holds it there, I think.
Just
That tyre could do work. Yeah, there's a bit of work to be needed on that tyre.
it cuts itself off the arch.
You know
It's
what?
off the arch.
I think we need a 10mm spacer on that side.
Maybe a 10mm would be.
We don't need anything on this side because
This side's
it's
fine. So there's plenty of clearance on this side that you can see.
Hang on a second.
I wonder why there's clearance on one side and not the other.
Why?
Have you seen the floor?
Is it welded on at an angle by any chance? Oof, that's a tidy job.
When they say welded, if you use
It's bolted.
M10s,
There's 4 very strong cable ties holding on the roof rack. The fuel tank is just sitting there on the back. But anyway, it's not about being a performance car. It's about being cool, and I think it looks really cool.
You know what? I can see the potential.
Neither of you ever spent just €1,000 on a run and driving one, so I think
Hey, for how long?
you may have had windows and all that stuff, but I think this is, and it's a split.
Go on.
Adams look better after the 4.
Wow.
I'll attest to that.
To be fair, this was never built to be a great, but this is just someone messing around in their garage, just having a bit of fun with it. So, before, to the big sneeze.
Ooh, bless you.
Hot something off the car.
You may want a tetanus jab.
A bit of rust in my nose. But what I'm thinking is, this is just an art piece. This is not the car, obviously, I bought to bring my child around because, I mean,
This, I was gonna say.
this would not be a very safe environment for anybody. But what I want to do is put this up on the balcony later in the week. But before we do, Josh, I didn't think about this until this morning. Stop taking things off the car.
Oh, Blaine, they would
Should have
look
put
good.
them on the S2000.
It's got dice. Roll the dice.
I was gonna say, to be honest, €1,000. You've got banded steels and MX-5 running gear. That's your €1,000 right there. You got the rest of it for free.
The question is,
It's double sixes padlock.
6. So it's
Double
going
6s.
So
Double 6s on 1 dice.
What are we going?
this one's rubbed off. Could be a 6. So the plan is to just put up there, but I thought about it this morning because it's very close to being something that could do a skid. We have our own drift track now at Sportsland, and I was thinking before we put it away, it is a 1.8. I think if we put a set of tires on it and weld the diff, it might do something. It might do a skid. It might do a burnout. It might do nothing.
It will do something. What that something is.
So me and Blaine are going to go off and collect the actual car you're here to watch in the video, and then we're going to show you that car and modify it as we always do. But this is a little side quest because I'm going to send Neil, Adam and Josh to the shed. Well, Neil!
Quick, Adam, you still got time.
Don't you move, Neil. It's an easy job. Remember, you're a professional welder. We always give you the height of quality of stuff to work with. That's always what you say. We bring you those beautiful cars. You're only just touching things up. So if you can weld a diff, attach the battery, put some tires on it, it might do a skid.
I think we qualify as everyone.
I am everyone. Today I am everyone.
This video is definitely not meant to be about this, but I think it's too much fun to not try. So we're going to take it to the shed, take it to Sportsland, see if it'll do a burnout or a skid or something. We're always rolling the dice.
There's America.
Funny enough, this isn't the worst Facebook Marketplace find that Dave's had. And that's not saying a lot for this car, that's saying a lot for Dave now. Hey, ho, ho, you're gonna damage the door.
Did I scrape it?
She's a little bit crusty under here, Neil.
Great lad.
That is not what you want to see for the bolts that you have to remove. So first job, diff out.
Look at it.
MX-5s.
Mint.
So you may have only just watched a little bit of a time lapse there, but this was horrible because every single bolt was seized and wouldn't come out as it should. And how the hell are we even going to open it to weld?
I'm calling in 6 man, I don't know.
While we're working away on the car, I want to remind you guys that there's a massive announcement coming on Drift Games this Thursday. Not only are we launching our Christmas boxes, which are, I think, the most ambitious ones we've ever done. New merch range, everything's brand new, we've got massive prizes, and there's only 250 available. So if you are going to buy them, make sure you're on the button this Thursday at 8 PM. And also we are launching our most ambitious and crazy project we've ever done on the channel. If you look back at all the builds we've done over the last couple of years, from the Liberty Walk Lamborghini to the RX-7 to the AZ1 to the Low Brain to all the different cars we've done, when I say this is the craziest we've ever done, I think it's probably the first in the world, definitely the first in the world. No one else is stupid enough to do it. And also, it's going to be a lot of our content over the winter, and hopefully we can get it done for next season. If you guys are wondering what it is, I promise you, I know this sounds like a load of hype. This is not a load of hype. No clickbait. This is a mental project. So Thursday, 8 p.m, make sure you're checked in, because we are going to the moon with this next one.
So we got the diff welded up and started putting it back in the car. Okay, diff in, Mobile 1, oil in. And anyone wondering how rusty this shell was, or chassis, well, it's help. Fingers crossed this is the rustiest thing we work on this year. Well,
Daisy 1 was the rustiest thing we ever worked on.
and it's easily been top trumped by this.
I would say it's only a close second.
Left its mark in the shed anyways. So we've kind of spoilt it with some Accelera tyres. Doesn't deserve it, nor do we know if it will spin them. But they're on now. And then last job is we saw the pedals were bent, but they never welded up. So I reckon one hard brake and she would have no brakes. This will be good practice for the titanium, Neil.
It's a good practice for you.
Question is now, will she drift? Right, see you at Sportsland.
So we're here at Sportsland, and obviously when we designed our track we had the intention of testing very high powered, this is stuff that we can use as research for our Drift Masters team, and I think that's very much what we're getting at here today, is that this is where it starts, with machinery like this, something high end. So what we're going to do, this is definitely not what we planned, but we just said, will it do a skid? It might do no skids, it might do nothing, we're not promising anything, it was a grand. The steering wheel, I'm going to have to wear some gloves because I don't know when I got my tetanus shot the last time, but that is not very safe. Will it do anything? Will it do something? We don't know, but we're going to...
I was going to say, we're about to find out.
We're about to find out. And this is like when Hoonigan had their
Shark car.
Scumbug.
Scumbug.
Oh, Scumbug.
Yeah, this is like Shark Cart and Scumbug in the one car.
This actually, it genuinely is.
It's a scum shart. So that's what we have here. I am a little concerned of what's going to come off the car or fall, or do we even have brakes? Is it? Who knows?
You know what? I'm not actually worried about an oil spill. It's more just the rust that's going to scatter around the place.
Well,
How?
it does, to be fair, if it does one lap of the track, it's done more than Josh's MX-5 has done this year. So
That was a burn, wasn't
it'll be
it?
the best MX-5 we have if it succeeds. I'm looking at you as well, Adam.
I'll take the heat as well. I've got
Still got a lot of heat.
Okay.
Is this the door handle? Door latch?
This is the door mechanism.
And people say we don't put safety first, like cable tying the door shut.
Well, I can't get out if it's, if it's any issue. I can get out pretty quick.
He's in.
Well, you know what? It starts, which is better than half our cars.
Warm it up.
Really warms up his Drift Masters car.
The steering wheel is like a noodle, and the air is coming in my face from the sunroof, not the windscreen. I've had kind of brake. Steering is unusual, but it's moving under its own weight. I genuinely bought this car just to sit it in the clubhouse because it looked cool, but if it didn't burn out or a drift or something, it'd be such a bonus.
I think there's only realistically one place to watch this from. It's from the back of the pit truck.
Actually, that'd be a platform.
Come on, get it out here.
Just to clarify, he's done half a lap to warm up.
It might do nothing. It might do nothing.
I have never been so shocked at something in my life.
Do it! It won't do a lap.
Do it!
Come on!
then this is a success, guys.
It smells like success.
You can spell clutch, I can spell success.
This exhaust heat shield. Does it have a temperature?
Yeah, it has, but
has
nothing's connected.
It has a radiator, but the radiator has no airflow.
Yeah, but look underneath.
It has an air dam. Oh no.
You've got a smaller heat shield.
There's no oil leaking out of it. There's barely any water leaking out of it. I had a fully forged, rebuilt engine with all the best bits, and it did less mileage than that. That's
To be
disgusting.
fair, I've got the same, and in 2 years I've done less mileage than that. I'll say one last burnout for good measure. And we don't even have a plan for this car. God knows. Comment below of what we should do with this, because I think it's too good to put on the balcony.
Oh, he's gonna get scalded.
Okay, Dave? Oh my God.
Quick eject. Ah.
I'm okay.
Team America's secret signal.
What a.
That was quite
I was gonna say, did that go how he wanted it to?
You hit the wall, rolled, and it just exploded. Like, miraculous.
I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's what I seen that, and that's what
Yeah, I think
no,
I was gonna say you hit the wheel, not.
We wanted you to clearance the other side.
I think we got €1,000 worth out of that. That just exploded in my face in the car.
He's gonna get
No,
scalded.
the worst one, it just went bang, boom. Why did the bang off the wall explode the radiator? I don't know what happened there. That was dangerous.
You know, I think like the perfect thing to say here is like, hey, back to the studio.
I was gonna fucking
All right, that was definitely enough of a side quest, but a lot of fun. So from the cheapest German car that I've ever bought to now, Neil, the most expensive car I've ever bought. My brand new daily driver is a Porsche Panamera Turbo.
Wow.
A lot of people will not have seen this coming, including myself, but I actually think these are a very, very cool car and an underrated car. I'm going to tell you why, Neil.
Grown up Dave.
Well, here's the thing. This car is faster than a Lamborghini Huracan.
Probably faster
Really?
than the Beetle as well.
Faster than a Lamborghini Huracan. Definitely faster than the Beetle, and comes with all the glass, which is a massive upgrade from the Beetle. But think about it, they both kind of are related, right? Because Volkswagen started with the Beetle, and Porsche started with the 911.
They copied the Beetle off the Porsche off the Beetle.
Yeah, and thankfully they've gone very far away along the way. So this is the Panamera. It's a 2019. It's a twin turbo, and it is very, very fast. Shockingly fast, four-wheel drive, but it's also practical because it's got one of these. I've never had one of these before. These are called, what's the name, the technical term? A rear door? A rear door. So there's a door But then in behind, see, this doesn't have it, and then this doesn't have it, and every other car I have. But this one has another door at the back, and you can kind of get in there. It's
Oh, they're locked out.
just locked.
Imagine the keys are in there.
Oh no!
You can tell you're maturing when you start using things like practical and comfortable.
Boot. Car has boot. So this is obviously my daily driver. You're not going to see this on the channel after today because it's just a normal car and we're not normal car reviewers, but it is very fast, it's very nice, and I want to say that this is not the colour that I bought it in.
Just have soft closed doors.
It has soft closed doors. I'll tell you what the Beetle didn't have. Soft closed doors.
The doors didn't even latch.
So where do I open the door? Is it these here? Is it? The guys at Precision Tinted Graphics, Jay and the guys have had the car for the last 2 weeks, and this is not the standard colour. This is a fashion grey that I have wrapped on the car. The original colour is grey, but I think this one looks a bit more sporty, and they did an amazing job because you wouldn't actually be able to tell, and you probably didn't at home, that it isn't the standard colour. They did such a good job wrapping it. This car is very nice. But nobody really modifies them or does anything with them. They just kind of look like this. They're kind of in a car for an accountant, or like a barrister, or a lawyer, or a...
Neil, do you want to run away now? Or? I can see what's going on.
Anyway, Neil, you don't want to leave it standard, do you? You'd want to do a few bits, like.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It looks... a few bits? We got an hour. I reckon we can do it all in an hour. This is a very... people always say in the comments, relatable builds. What's a relatable build? You do wheels, you do some lips, you do some small bits. We're going to do that today and we're going to transform the car. However, there's one thing about this car. Relatable. I'm taking off these wheels. Although, think about this for an example. These are 21-inch wheels as standard on this car, and the rears have standard 315 tires on a road car.
Big is always better, Neil.
Bigger's always better.
But that said, we're going to change some stuff on this car to make it look a little bit more sporty and youthful. And I haven't actually seen too many modified, so this isn't a heavy modification. But
are you going to do the Dave Egan lips, wheels, splitter?
yeah, but that's what everyone does. It makes every car look better. So this is going to be a how-to of making your car look cool. And then this car has a trick that most modern cars have as well that I didn't know until I bought this, of a way of making it look very cool for very cheap. So what we're going to do is put it on the ramp and I'll talk you through it. So as you can see, we've taken off the wheels because I have new wheels, which are, of course, in Dave fashion, questionable. Very big for this car, but I think
You ordered them.
they're gonna fit, Neil. 15 times the charm.
Did you Google the specs?
I did Google the specs this time. I'm getting warned now. I Googled the specs, so it should work. So basically, these are 21s, quite a big tire. We're going for 22 for a smaller tire, bigger wheels, smaller tire, make it less comfortable, but look cool. This is the bit that I'm very excited about. So this little box, very fancy box, contains these things, which are air suspension links. So this car already has an air suspension system, but it's set for like meh, kind of very high, and then Range Rover spec. So what these do is essentially replace the factory air links on the car, which are like the sensors. So it fools the system into thinking it's at a different height than it is, which means we can go slammed, good road height, still get over speed bumps. So essentially we're lowering the settings, which means that the car thinks everything is actually a-okay. There's should be no sensors, no nothing. And these are basically adjustable. Now they say not to adjust them more than 50 mil, but I feel like that's a bit of a guideline.
It's kind of like the best before date.
Adam's up
It's like
there.
the best before date on food. It's recommended, but
Yeah, I mean Josh has. You should see the milk Josh drinks in his tea. It's about 6 weeks old, but he said, look, as long as it turns white, it doesn't matter. So we have 2 fronts, 2 rears. These are all look the same at the minute. And then what you do is you take out the standard one, and then you measure it, and then you measure basically for every 10 mil on the, or every. Actually, I'm going to read the instructions.
take a bit back to the video again.
Go watch the instructions. I've lost them all.
It's gone all wrong.
We're going to watch the video and then we'll figure it out. It's all going to be fine. It's going to look class. I believe in Neil and my maths.
I don't.
So, whilst Neil set putting the rest of the suspension, levelling, sticky things in the car, Adam had an update on his car. Where's your car, Adam?
Car's not here, Josh.
It was there.
Car gone.
Pretty much he had changed every single bolt in the car to chromy gold, and there's no more bolts to do, and you just got a bit upset.
Pretty much, because like a weird way to say I'm a tinkerer. If that's a word, I'm a tinkerer. So there was nothing left to tinker on it. There was like I'd gone through it top to bottom. The start of this year was perfectly running. Everything was great in it, and I decided to rip the entire engine out, smooth the entire engine away, carb it, strip the interior, redo the entire rear part of it. And I got to that point where I was like looking at it going, if I was to rework on it, I'd only keep on taking bits out that I'd already done, so it was a waste of time. So I decided to let someone else have fun with it. And that's actually when we were talking about it during the summer, and we were like, what are we going to do, what's next? And Lucky Days actually were down at the time, and they actually were interested in the car. And it was just kind of, it made sense. It was like, cause like it's a good fun weekend car, and it's up on Lucky Days. I think it's for £3 or €4. So for like probably if you could with one ticket win it for €3 or €4. This Sunday someone will drive the Datsun home. Unfortunately, I actually don't want to see it ever again. So if you do win it, just hide it in your shed and never drive it, never to take it to shows, because if I do, I'll just miss it. So yeah, go to luckydays.com, search up the Datsun Sunny, buy a ticket for £3 or €4, and drive the Datsun home this Sunday.
I can confirm it's definitely worth that anyway.
Yeah.
It's like 100%.
Oh, because that's what when they asked me to send the full spec list, I was like, oof, this is going to take a while. It's like, do you want me to go through every single receipt and every single thing? Because holy
Don't depress yourself.
That's when I started doing it. I was like, okay, well, this cost this and this cost this. And that was when it was perfectly running. And then it was added this bit. And I was like, this is bits custom and that's bit. And like Bradley, the media guy from me, said, you want to sell it? And then at the end, I was like, oh, no, I want something else. And everybody keeps asking me what's next. And
Yeah, what is next?
I don't know, because I spent so much time looking around for something fun and something quirky. All I know is whatever is next is going to be bigger.
You know what, Adam? Big is always better.
So we've done the lowering links. We've no idea if it's too low or what's happened. We've never done it before, but we guessed it and then we added a bit, so it's probably going to be pretty low. We have new wheels, but you'll see them in a second. But before that, while the wheels are off, we're going to put a full lip kit on the car. So we've got a front splitter, rear diffuser and 2 side skirts. I'm going to throw them on because that's just a really common mod everyone does to make the car seem a little bit lower, and I think it's going to look really cool as an offset on the grey as well. So we'll see how it goes. The edge of the bumper dead on, dead in line with the edge. Fire them into it. We'll be careful enough for the rest of the car. Alright, so front lip is on, and we got the rear diffuser on as well while you were watching this happen. So if you're wondering,
Terrifying every single time.
so if you're wondering why the RX-7 is coming down, you'll find out all on Thursday's video at 8 PM, the biggest video of the year. Does it involve this car? Is there a reason we're moving it down? You're gonna have to wait and find out. Anyway, back to the Porsche. I know it seems boring, but we've gone for like an OEM plus wheel, so shout out to my friends at CM Wheels in Northern Ireland who had these, which are actually from... It's okay. No, we don't have time to make a video anymore. There's so much going on, we have to make 2 at the one time. So 1 for Thursday, 1 for today. So these are 22-inch wheels. What came off the car was 21-inch wheel, and I'm hoping these will work fine. These are actually KN GTS wheels, so still an OEM Porsche wheel, but a bigger wheel, which I think will look cooler because we're going bigger wheel, lower car. Usually that works. Splitter looks great. So hopefully, now the only question we have is will they go on in OE sizes, or will we need to put 20mm spacers on just to give it a bit of stance? So we're going to try one wheel, Neil, and see how we get on.
Go on, Neil.
So you're probably wondering why there's so many cars moving around in the background. It is all to prepare for our big launch on Thursday. However, there's tons of projects that are kind of half finished and unfinished, which you're probably wondering what's happening with. Well, right now the Spirit Ray version 2, which I still haven't seen, is in Joey O'Neill's. It is going to paint. You will see that on a future episode. We're hoping to have that car done by Christmas, and I am going to see it for the first time completed, which is going to be crazy. Secondly, the low brain. We're waiting on a block for that engine to come from the USA, and then we're going to rebuild the engine with Bob at Motorsport 56 to hopefully get that car going for next season. You've seen also that the Supra is with Darren McNamara being rebuilt and fixed, and the engine moved forward and all that good stuff. You can see that on a previous episode. We're going to go deep diving into that in the new year. And also we've got a ton of other cars like the R32 getting an engine put in. They're all coming up in the background of this big project coming on Thursday. So you will see the completion of all of those projects, but the big one is this Thursday, and that's the one that's going to take the most amount of the channel. But I just want to give you guys a quick update because it has been a bit overwhelming and confusing, not only for you, but for us as well. Alright, so we put the wheels on. We think they should fit on the spacers and stuff. We took them off the front, we left them on the back, it looks better. We don't know what the air suspension is going to do. We took a chance here to go a little bit lower than we should. So it's either going to keep going until it hits the ground, and this is not like an airlift system or a BC Racing coilover where you can adjust and adjust. This is just going to do whatever it does. So we can adjust it after it comes down. but hopefully we've got our measurements right, and this should be a massive transformation, because right now it looks like a Cayenne.
It does look like a Cayenne.
It's up that high, but I think when it gets down on the ground it should be good. So Neil, do the honours, lower the ramp. Quite an expensive car to be experimenting like this, but that's who we are. It's a good start.
If anything, I think it's raised, Dave.
Well, the air suspension hasn't come on yet.
Dave gave us the specs on the early things.
Clearing your name there, aren't you?
100%.
Slam it. Dave, I'd say the front's actually spot on. The rear may need to go down a little more, but... Oh my god, an electric car in our HQ, Dave, honestly.
It's looking great so far. I'm really chuffed. I think it looks unbelievable. We've one more piece to put on, which is the side skirt extensions to match the front and back. So it took a little longer than we thought, but all the mods are done now on the Panamera. It's not a car you're going to see, as I said, a lot on the channel. It's just going to be my daily driver, but I think it turned out like pretty awesome. I think it looks really, really cool. I wanted the car to look OEM plus, and I think we've achieved it. So a bit of an unusual video, but we had a lot of housekeeping to do on our YouTube channel, because this Thursday is the big one. The biggest, definitely the most ambitious project we've ever done on the channel starts this Thursday. So we wanted to get the daily drivers and the Beetles and all the other stuff all boxed away, because we have a lot of work ahead of us. So we're also launching our Christmas boxes on 8 p.m. Thursday. There is 250 and a massive prize, actually loads of different prizes, so make sure you check that out. Thursday's video, if you've ever watched a Drift Games video before, that is the one to watch. And if you haven't hit subscribe already, it is free and we really appreciate it. We're trying to keep the content very varied, and as you can see from this and the Beetle today, it's going to be continuing to be a bit mental. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and the next one is the big one.